One of the other narratives about this team involving Russell Westbrook is that last year it was proven, despite the limited amount of time he, LeBron, and Anthony Davis were all healthy and playing together, just not workable. And then to hear you come in talking about defense first, and that's the mentality and sacrifice, the sense is certainly around this town, good luck with that with Russ. So I'll give that to you and your reaction to that narrative about his ability to win and work under the current construct of the roster of the Lakers with you, Darvin Ham.
Yeah, well, I think it's a great question first and foremost, but at the end of the day, you know, he and I talked about this over the phone, face to face, when we had dinner as well. It's a lot. Like, the sacrifice is not only from Russ, but from AD, from Bron, from everybody, all our young guys, Stanley Johnson, Austin Reeves, William Gabriel, all these guys, and whoever we should add to our roster as we go forward through the summer. We got to hang our hat on the defensive end, and it's going to be a simple but yet sophisticated plan to where they're going to know what they're supposed to do night in and night out. And obviously, you know, you're going to have your adjustments you make team by team, but Russ's energy, his tenacity, and, you know, his ability to attack the game with speed and force, we're not asking him to change any of that. We just want to redirect that energy into this new system, and he's going to be able to, like, I'm going to unleash him. Like, he's going to have to make his mark on the defensive end. We're going to get back to the fundamentals of things and just coming out with effort. And he assured me, and he set some goals for himself on that side of the ball that we're going to make sure it's carried out. And then offensively, just being able to move them around and have them attack from different areas, and not just speeding the ball up, facing three defenders in transition and trying to break through a wall of defense, you know, having them run off the ball with his, you know, improved running habits, having them a screener more and pick and roll, rolling and catching the ball in the half row and being able to pick teams apart as a secondary passer and playmaker. And he's also going to do what he does, you know, in transition. We want him to get out and run and put pressure on the defense, put pressure on the rim. So I think it's a workable plan. He's the first ballot Hall of Famer. I have the utmost respect for him and what he brings to the game. And, like, again, we're all going to sit down and make sure we're on the same page, but the load will definitely be shared. It's not going to be a situation when everything is falling all on his shoulders. Everybody's going to have to participate.
And I assume, you know, you're from your years of playing expertise, your head's on a swivel. You got good peripheral vision. Do you see him out to your left at your opening press conference when you were being asked about him and talking about him?
You know what? I actually found out. I saw him before the press conference,
right,
and I talked. So I knew he was in the building somewhere, but I didn't see, you know, any of his body language or anything. But I've known Russ for a long time, and, you know, we have a great rapport and always been great, even with me coaching on different teams and them playing for different teams. He and I, it's not, you know, hard for us to get along. You know, I was a hard-nosed player that didn't take any crap, and he's the same way.
Right.
So we hit it off instantly years ago. But you know, again, he knows the thing that he knows about me that he's come to learn quickly. I'm a straight shooter. Like, he's always going to know where he stands, and I'm not a silly guy that succumbs to outside noise, and I'm not abrasive and stubborn where it only has to be my way of doing things. Like, I have a plan, and that plan will be shared with them and him specifically, and it's not going to be about your way, their way. His way is going to be the best way of doing things. And he and I talked, but, yeah, it was great to have him in the building and have that support from him.